oh, if we like each other, maybe she'll like decide that she wants to try long distance. Like, why do you immediately go to like, oh, she's gonna stay here and we're gonna love each other? Shut up. like, like, grow up, my dude. What did you make?
I made chicken taquitos,
Mm-hmm.
but they're more like chicken flautas because I decided to use
Flour
flour
tortillas.
tortillas. I did both. I did the recipe called for corn tortillas, so I used corn tortillas, but then we also prefer flautas, so I used some flour tortillas. You know what really bothers me? So I am a recipe cooker.
Follower. Yes,
I
I know.
follow a recipe. So I decided to try, I have all of the Magnolia cookbooks from Joanna Gaines, who's my spirit animal, and I love her. So I decided to try a new recipe, which was a chicken taquitos. But what bothers me about recipes, whether it's hers or anyone else's, they always underestimate how long it takes to cook chicken. They're like, it'll take 10 minutes for the chicken to be fully cooked. And maybe they're thinking about like organic, free range, beautiful chickens that are in their farmhouse because they have all of these things just around.
Do
Not about
organic,
my,
free range chickens cook quicker?
well, they're just small because they're natural rather than like the hormone fed ones that I get from Stater Brothers that are like a gigantic chicken breast
Right.
that probably take twice as long to cook. So anyhow, I'm late to our recording because the chicken took a lot longer and then I was making a new recipe and it just took me longer to do it. But they were good. The flour ones were good. The corn tortilla ones were not great. So I think we will do the flour ones. But it had a tomatillo salsa
I
along with it.
love, I love that.
It was a tomatillo avocado.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I just made a lot and now I don't know what to do with it. Like, can I freeze that or will that not freeze well because it's got avocado in it?
It should freeze. It should freeze okay. Maybe squirt a little lime juice in there so it doesn't
It
get
has
brown.
it has lime juice in it
Then
already.
you'll be fine. You should
I'm
be
gonna try
fine.
it just because it made a gigantic batch and now I don't want to waste it all.
Or get some chips.
Jeff was having it with chips while I was cooking the chicken because it was taking forever, and I was like, "Well, the salsa's ready if you want." And he said it was so good.
Make chilaquiles. Oh
Oh,
my God.
maybe I'll put some out for our soiree on Saturday.
Oh my God. Delicious. Delicious, delicious. Nutritious?
Delicious and nutritious.
With the deep fried chips, probably not nutritious, but definitely still delicious.
But so good.
Yeah.
So anyhow, welcome to What Have You Been Reading, where we obviously talk about books.
Yes, thank you for coming by and listening to the podcast. My name is Karla.
And I'm Alex.
And yeah, we're gonna jump in and talk about what we've been reading. Alex, do you want to tell me what you've been up to? What have you been reading?
Sure. I want to start with two of my like summer ebooks just because it's summer
Yeah.
and everyone is sharing their beach reads and summer reads, and I am going to just jump on that bandwagon.
And I want
And
to clarify that when you say summer ebooks, you mean summary with a Y at the end, not summary as in summer ebooks.
so
No,
I mean summary like SUMMER dash
Y.
Y rather than SUMMARY. Is that what you're thinking?
No. I was thinking summer and then ebooks as in electronic book.
Oh no. See, I'm so glad we clarified this. I mean, like summary, like summer-ish,
I
like
know, that's
summer
what I was
books.
trying to tell the listeners. But then my clarification got a wrong clarification. We've gone down a rabbit hole.
As we do. This is what I love about what have you been reading. Um, so I have two books because they're by the same author. So Carley Fortune. And I
Okay.
don't know how many books she's written now, but she's got a little bit of that Emily Henry vibe now, where she's kind of like a summer book queen. Like that's just her jam, you know?
Is Emily Henry a summer book person also?
say Emily Henry is a beach read
Okay.
person. Like all of her books so far. I haven't read this last one that came out for her, Great Big Beautiful Life, which I'm looking at. I have it on my shelf and I have to read it still. It seems to divert a little bit from her kind of rinse and repeat romance books, which I've enjoyed a lot. I love her.
I know
This
you,
one is
Emily Henry
supposed
is
to
one
be,
of your faves, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say like for that genre, it's like I would say she's an auto buy for me. So like when this Great Big Beautiful Life came out, I pre-ordered it. I haven't read it yet, but I will. I like her. But Carley Fortune is kind of along that vein, and I think she's maybe as popular
Okay.
as Emily Henry. So she had a book coming out this summer called One Golden Summer. And I got wind that it was related. It had like characters from her book from last year, which is Every Summer After. So I wanted to read Every Summer After first and then read One Golden Summer, which I did. And they're both cute. So I'll start with Every Summer After is oh my gosh, guess what these are, Karla?
Uh, can I have a
Guess what
hint?
guess where they take place? What do you think is the setting?
It has to be a lake house for you.
It's a lake house. So the main characters in this one are the main characters are Percy and Sam, and Percy is short for Persephone, which I kind of love as the
I
name of the
love
main
that.
character.
Love it.
Yeah, Karla's face is all approvals.
If I had, when I was a youth and I was thinking to myself, I do not want children, but should I ever have a child and she happened to be a girl, Persephone was going to be her name.
Really?
Yeah,
It's a kick-ass name.
it's so good.
I even like Percy as like a shortened version of it. I think it's really cute.
Yeah, cute, cute, cute.
So Sam is the boy next door to Percy's lake house that her parents buy for summers. So Percy doesn't live there full time. It's their summer house. But Sam lives there full time. He lives like in the little town and he's always there. And they meet when they're little kids and it kind of follows them throughout. And yeah, obviously it's a happily ever after book. So, but it tells the story of how they came to be. They obviously, so it does a flashback thing, which you know all books do. So you're flashing back from when they met and as they grow up and become a couple in their teenage years, and then you're in the future when they're adults and it's 10 years later and they haven't talked in 10 years, and the whole time, right, it's leading up to what happened and why they separated when they were obviously like adorbs together when they were
Because it
little.
was a class issue, right? Because he's a townie and she's not.
Definitely. That's exactly what it was. You nailed it.
Immediately
I
when
will
you
say,
said,
like, what bothers me about but like stories like these is that thing, right, that happened that kept them apart for 10 years is like, really? Like that could have been solved with a conversation or but like we've mentioned, that does happen in real life and not all people are great at communication, so maybe it's kind of realistic. But
I'm wiggle worming
um
again.
what's that?
I'm wiggle worming again. Go ahead.
Wiggle worm. But it was cute. It
Ah,
has all the things I wanted in that kind of a read. Definitely a lot of lake vibes and lake living, and there is some serious, like more serious topics with like losing a parent and grieving that as a young child,
who
and kind
loses
of
their
dealing with that
parent?
loss.
Is that a spoiler?
I don't know, because I think at the time that they met at the beginning, that had already happened. So Sam, the boy, his dad had died when he was younger.
Okay.
So it's a big part of it because then his mom is a single mom and she's working all the time. But
Mm.
Sam has an older brother, Charlie Florrick. Well, that's also Sam's last name, Sam Florrick. But and Charlie is the main character in One Golden Summer, which is the one that came out this year.
So I've actually noticed that a lot. Is that a thing? Like with romance books? Because you've told me about that with I don't remember if it was Tuppernickel or Twopenny. You read a
I'm
book.
giving a very confused face.
something about a bridge over Tuppeny.
Oh my God, Carla, your memory is increíble.
So I remember that you said something about how that had characters from another book.
Yeah,
And then that has also been the case with your
the pumpkin
pumpkin
spice
spice
cafe ones.
series. And then now this series. And then remember when I told you that I read that embarrassing book cover book, that had actually been part of a
Yeah.
series as well. So that seems
hmm
to be a theme in romance novels. Is that so?
I would say yes. I'm no romance novel expert on the genre, but I think it's pretty easy once you nail a book that's very popular and people will
I
easily kind of feed into like other characters within that book and want to follow that storyline. I think it's an easy hook
Do
for
they
people
start
to
off
like start
that
in on it.
way? Do they start off with like, do the author, okay, well, you just told me that you're not an expert, but like, I wonder if the author starts off that way,
Yeah.
knowing that they're going to have like a full on series, or if that's just like a hope that they have in the back of their mind that their
I
first
think
book
it's
hits.
I think it's a good hope and probably a really good business model
Yeah.
to start off with that in the hopes
Yeah.
that it takes off and that you can kind of loop back and follow another character through.
Hmm.
I'd imagine there's some intentionality in that.
Interesting. Okay. Cause
Yeah.
like, cause I don't see that really so much in the genres that I read.
Yeah.
I don't see that. Okay, go
But
ahead.
would you say that other genres, I feel like with romance books, you can churn these out pretty quickly. You know,
Hmm.
like I
Hmm.
feel like a lot of romance readers will have one book a year because you have it's a little formulaic, even if you're trying to be unique and different and fresh and like all of these things. I mean, you have two characters that fall in love and then end up together, and it's just, coming up with all of the stuff around it.
Hmm.
So I wonder if that genre just kind of lends itself, like you're just using
Maybe
other
it
characters, but
does.
maybe other genres you don't have that same scenario that lends itself to.
I wonder.
Like if you had like a thriller, then does it become unrealistic for like another character to have a similar.
However, same, because isn't it unrealistic to think that all of these people within one town or one, I don't know, pick
But
something.
everybody falls in love. Not everybody gets murdered at a like shady
No, I
hotel.
know. I know that everybody has emotions and feelings and nice, fluffy feelings for others. However,
However,
everyone seems to be decent in these books also. And that is very uncommon in
yeah,
a city or a job or I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe that's just me being overly critical of human nature. I don't
yeah.
know. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. But yeah, so I liked Every Summer After, and I liked One Golden Summer. So that one follows Charlie and a woman named Alice is staying at the lake house across the water from Charlie's house, like across the bay, or I don't even know what you call it. But so Alice brings her grandmother to that house because her grandmother just had like a hip replacement surgery and she was like super down and depressed. So Alice said, "Let me take you to the cabin that you used to go to every summer when Grandpa was still alive, and you guys would visit your friends that had this cabin, and we can borrow it for the summer, and maybe it'll like help her recover better."
Regenerate that hip.
Yeah, on the lake,
Why
which was
did you
cute.
say it like that?
I don't know. Didn't we say we have to make things a little bit more saucy to keep readers interested? Grandma's hip surgery recovery on the lake. But yeah, so those are the main characters. It's Nan, who's the grandma, Alice, who is the granddaughter, and she is a photographer who was kind of burnt out on her career. So she was taking some time off to kind of explore what she wanted to do with her career. And then she slams into Charlie, which with a lot of these romance books, they slam into something very hard. And what is that thing? Oh, it's a male's chest.
My God.
every time. But it was great. Again, a late read. You got a hot guy that's very tall.
I just imagined like a short girl because obviously they're always incredibly
Yeah.
short versus a very tall man. I just
What's the level here, right?
imagined something really stupid, which was for some reason the dude doesn't have a shirt, but he has like nipples that are this long. Close your
Oh,
eye.
gross.
Terrible, terrible
Carla's
imagine.
laughing also, which I couldn't hear, and that makes me sad. We might have to rethink the Zoom recording thing because people are
Oh
missing out
man.
on solid gold. But yeah, my only complaint on One Golden Summer is the photography angle. It got very like trying to be like super artsy, and sometimes it was just a little overbearing, I thought. Carla, what have you been reading?
So I have been oh man, Alex.
What?
I went back to my creepy shit. I'm on my creepy shit again, but let's start with something that I've already finished. So I
Okay.
read You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Jeneva Rose. Okay.
Okay.
And it's by the same Geneva Rose is the author of The Perfect Marriage. You remember the
Oh,
one like toward the
yeah.
beginning of this podcast where we were talking about the guy who was being accused of murdering his mistress. So it's that author. So
Okay.
obviously there's going to be some twistaroos, right?
Hmm.
Okay. So this girl, Grace, rents an Airbnb in an isolated like farm place. And right off the bat, it's a no-go because as an alone woman, she rents a place with a dude who's going to be sharing the house.
Please.
Right? Exactly.
In an
So,
isolated area?
yeah,
No, ma'am.
no, ma'am. So she rents this Airbnb for I think it's like 10 days. And so the
10 days is
guy
a long time too. That's a
10
lot of
days
time.
is a crazy amount of time to spend with a stranger.
Yeah.
So
Wait, what was the
any
setup? Like, because she couldn't afford it, she was splitting it with someone, or they're like doing some crazy
no
art
she just
collaborative? What's going on?
she just likes to rent Airbnbs and this she rents it once a year. She rents an Airbnb once a year. She picks a place by like, I don't know, doing the blind finger on the map thing. And that's what she does, apparently.
Well, why was the guy there? Was he the owner
Yeah.
or?
Yeah, he's the
Oh,
owner.
okay. Okay. I
Still.
misunderstood. I thought they were like renting it together at the same time, and I'm
Oh,
like,
no, no,
why would you
no.
do that?
So she goes into this knowing full well
That he's the
that,
owner and he will be there the whole time.
yes, that they're going to be
Okay.
sharing space. So she
Okay.
gets there. Um, it's weird because both of them are like internally saying to to themselves that they think that the other one is lying about something. Like he thinks that she's
Mm.
not being completely truthful about something. She thinks he's not being completely truthful about something. It gives creepy vibes.
Do you
I
have
thought,
dual points of view? So are you
yes,
hearing his and hers?
yeah. So then the thing is that like from just because of the type of book that this is, you think to yourself, one of them is a killer. One of them
Right.
has to be a murderer. You just don't know which one, right? And then we've got a town girl who is obsessed with this dude, wants to be with him, broke up with her boyfriend, like trying to be with him. And then there's a missing girl. It's just a whole lot of crazy that I just don't think so. I just
Yeah.
don't think so.
Just
um,
don't think so.
and then the owner guy, Calvin, keeps like in his mind thinking about how she's going to stay and he's like super into her, wants to keep her there. And
Whoa.
yeah, so it's like, okay, are you a fucking teenager? Like, why would that be your mentality? Like, why can't it just be one, a fling, two, like, oh, if we like each other, maybe she'll like decide that she wants to try long distance, like why do you immediately go to like, oh, she's gonna stay here and we're gonna love each other? Shut up. like, like grow up, my dude. I don't know. Gross. And then and then like I wrote that the only character that I liked so far was the horse that bucked her off. because
Nice.
Yeah, because like that horse is the only one that makes sense to me because everybody else is like shady and shifty. And then, okay, I don't know. I don't know. The twist is good, but the twist happens like at the end of like the book, like way too much at the end. Like maybe like I would say in the last 20 pages. And it does,
Oh,
yeah, like it goes far, it goes deep, not letting you know what's gonna happen. So like
yeah.
you don't get to savor the twisteroo.
Yeah.
I like
There's
to
like
be
a,
like, what? And then like
yeah.
be and like have that like,
And have that twist
linger.
unravel.
Yeah, have it linger.
Yeah.
And it was still good. I was very interested in what was going on. I did not want to put it down. I wanted to find out what happened.
Great.
So,
What would you rate it numbers
okay,
wise?
in terms of like keeping me hooked, it was a 4.5. In
Great.
terms of the fact that like it told you what was going on way too late, I would give it like a 3.5.
Average
And
out to like a 4. It's still pretty good.
yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. All right. It was
Yeah.
a good little twist. However, I would have preferred if from the beginning we would have known what the twist was.
Oh, interesting. You think it would
I
have
feel
helped
like
the
it would have
development of the
been
story more?
oh, I think it would have been a way richer story if we had
Interesting.
known both sides. Like if it had been clear to us as a reader. I would have liked that a lot more. It would have been a better study into their crazies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Maybe you
What
should
else
be a
have you
book
been reading?
editor and then you could suggest that to a writer.
Maybe,
What
maybe I
would
could
make
be
the
like,
book
hey,
really good?
why don't you completely change your writing style?
Listen, it's great. I just have this major plot point that I need you to rework
Yeah,
on the rewrite. I have one note, but it's a big one.
it's in bold and it's underlined. And you won't like it because you're going to have to rewrite everything.
The entire story.
Anywho, what have you been
Um,
reading?
okay, so on our last podcast, I think I announced some books that I was going to talk about that have been kind of big hype books. So one of those is Weyward. Try to write some notes because I'm trying to be a little bit more organized on my facts here. Emilia Hart is the author.
Okay.
I listened to this one on audio, which I liked because there's some cool accents. It takes place in England and the English countryside. So I really liked that. I think so. This one and then the other book that I can talk about after you talk about your next one is Broken Country, but they're both very popular books right now that are kind of making the rounds on all of the bookish social media stuff. It was good. I didn't love it. Um, the cover is cool. I feel like maybe I read it at the wrong time. If I'm like a big mood reader, I think this is more of like an October fall book. Like the
Hmm.
cover is really pretty. It has like a crow and insects and it's a little witchy. You've got witchy vibes in it. One of the characters, and there's four timelines, three timelines. So one of them, it starts in 1619 with Alpha, and she's going through a witch trial. So you
Okay.
see that part. Then you see 1942 is Violet, and then 2019 is Kate. And obviously, you start connecting the dots pretty early on that there's like a relationship between each of them. So
Okay.
trying to figure out how they're related and how the stories intertwine. But it was good. I liked the witchy vibes and seeing how that happened. There's domestic violence involved, if that's a trigger for anyone. That one was pretty big. And then there's like losing a I guess it wasn't losing a child, like abortion, I guess would be
Okay.
is how that went down. So if that's a trigger warning. But it was good. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't great for me.
Okay.
I'd give it like a 4. But it was great to see those three female characters being or learning to be strong female characters and kind of what they each had to go through in their time frames. There was definitely challenges for each of them in their storylines.
Hmm.
So some of it was really dark. It was good. There's like a cottage, and each of the women have like a relationship with insects and nature, like that they
Okay.
can kind of communicate with like bees and birds and that kind of stuff. It's
Does
kind
the
of cool.
witch survive her trial?
Oh, I don't want to say, I'll tell you later. What else have you been
Okay.
reading, Karla?
So guess what I did,
What did you do?
Alex? I reread both of the villain books. I had to. They're so
I
fucking cute.
love it.
They're just so fucking cute.
They're so cute.
They're so
I think it
cute.
cut out, but Assistant to the Villain, right? The villain
Assistant to
books.
the villain and apprentice to the villain. I was like, I need to go down this road again because it's just such a cute fucking road.
Well, did you do it because the third one's coming out or just
Is the
because?
third one coming out?
Oh my God, it's like in August something. I have the pre-order on Amazon.
Play with me, Alex. This is so cute.
I know. So the
No,
third
I didn't read it
one,
because of that.
that's funny. I saw it on the list and I thought, oh, she's getting ready for the next one.
I make no plans whatsoever in my life.
August 5th.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so
Yeah, and that one is Accomplice to the Villain.
cute. Okay. Um,
The
that
author is Hannah Nicole Maehrer.
it's only a trilogy though, right? Like it's done.
So on Amazon it says book 3 of 3.
Okay, it better be because as cute as it is, I
You're
need
ready.
this to be wrapped up.
I should I'm terrible at rereading, but I should reread them.
It's just so stinking cute,
I
Alex.
do have them both up here.
And you know what? They still made me giggle. Like
I
it
love that.
stands. It holds like its
The
giggle
squishy eyeball?
cuteness. Yeah, no. Alex, don't with the squishy eyeballs.
Look.
I love it. It's so stinking cute. So, yeah, I'm a fan. I don't understand people that don't like this just because it's fluff. It's
Yeah.
it's it's perfect for what it is. Love it.
Oh,
So
that
I
makes me
reread
so
those too.
happy that you are so
Yay!
happy about it. That you just
I love it. It's so cute.
any book any book makes you that excited is great.
Well, these do what they're supposed to do, which is like, I don't know, just it makes you giggle and it makes you laugh and it makes you just think that they're super stinking cute.
Was this the one where you said you were like laying on bed kicking up your feet?
Yes, like Mr. Burns. So yeah, it's super duper cute. And I did that. I reread them. So yeah.
Both of them. They're pretty quick reads, huh?
Yeah, they're tiny.
It's exciting.
Yeah. So tell me about the other one that you were saying.
In
Broke.
Country,
Yeah.
and this is by Claire Leslie Hall. And again, another book that is, I think it's probably like winning awards and all of the hype things. Again, it was good. I listened to it on audio also, and it also
Okay.
had kind of like the British um accents. It also takes place in England.
Okay.
I hope I got Weyward right. Maybe it was like Scotland or something. I think it was England, but if I got that wrong, I'm sorry.
Well, you might actually be creating some enemies here because they don't fuck with each other like that.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was England. But like pretty landscapes, harsh weather kind of thing. But this one was cute. So you have, well, not cute is not the right word. The writing was beautiful. I thought it was very well written. Your
Okay.
main characters are Beth and her husband Frank. And then there's a
I
third wheel. You disappeared.
keep thinking that like that pink thing in the background is my foot when I kick up, but it's not because it just appeared and my foot was not kicking up. Do I have a ghost?
Is there a ghost? I'd have to catch a screenshot of that face for sure. Uh, I'll keep an eye a little bit more on the background.
Interesting. Interesante.
Muy
That
interesante.
would suck.
If you let go. What if it's a friendly ghost like Casper?
Oh, no, that's just inconvenient. Unless they're gonna tell me that they fucking hid some treasure that I can find and I can keep, then
Yeah,
I got time for that.
that's true. Is it the
Okay.
Goonies? The Goonies where they find the treasure?
Okay, I watched that movie way too late in life and I don't remember what it's about. And also I may or may was I? I don't remember. I may or may not have been slightly intoxicated. So no idea
Not
about the
not a
Goonies.
gopher. Oh, you don't remember it.
I don't remember the storyline. I don't think I liked it.
Okay.
So, and I know that that's like a crime apparently
I
for a
mean,
lot
it's
of
a
people.
classic. The boys love it. Jeff loves it.
Yeah,
It's a yeah, it's a classic in our house.
I apologize.
It's okay. I mean,
I
it's not for
apologize to
everyone.
everyone who is personally affected by me saying that I may not like the Goonie.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like
So,
gosh, what's the other movie with the kids that play baseball?
Stand by me.
Is it Stand By Me? No, Stand By Me. Stand By Me is where they go find the dead body.
I didn't watch that. Yeah, see?
You
Did you see the pink thing?
no,
Oh, it was here. It was here.
9.
Okay, well, it's not there right now.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I might have a ghosty.
Ghosty.
That's so annoying.
Um,
Not cool. Please continue.
so you've got Beth and Frank, who are husband and wife, and then you learn pretty early on in the book that they have lost a child, a
Mhm.
young child, and they're both still learning how to deal with that loss, and that it's obviously very much affected their marriage.
Yeah.
And you get the sense that like one of them blames the other for what happened, and they're kind of trying to deal with that. Um,
Is the blame for a good reason? Like, was one negligent or no?
you find out in the book exactly what happened later on, but it's a big part of it, I think. I don't
I'm
want
like,
to say, I don't want to say more.
fine.
Um, and then Gabriel is their rich neighbor. So Gabriel's family owns like this giant estate castle, across the field from where Beth and Frank have settled down. And it turns out that Beth and Gabriel had fallen in love when they were young. So again, another storyline that flashes back to the beginning when Beth and Gabriel first meet and fall in love with each other and what happens there. And then it flashes to the future where there's a bit of legal drama. So there's like testimony from different people, and you're trying to figure out, like, oh, I see the pink thing now. What is that?
What is it's not my foot. That's what I'm telling you. What is that?
Oh, what is that? I see it right there on top of your hand.
What is that? There's literally nothing behind me.
That's weird. It looks like you're holding something.
It's like a pink ball, right?
Yeah, it is.
There's
What was that
nothing.
show that had the girl from outer space and she would talk to her dad in that like cube thing that opened up?
I I don't know.
Okay.
There it is.
It's there. It's definitely there.
Oh my God. Okay.
Um, so yeah, so the timeline in the present, there's like testimonies going on, and you're trying to figure out who's on trial and like how they're testifying, and it's going back in time. Yep.
Hmm. Is it so? Are they on trial because of the death of the child?
You don't know, right? It's one of those that like you don't know what the trial is for necessarily. Um,
does that leave you dissatisfied as a reader throughout the book, or are you okay with the way that that's written throughout the book?
kind of shit bothers me. I don't like books that are written like that where I'm maybe that's why I'm more of a romance reader, but the having to figure out like who's on trial and what was the crime and then
I
at the end you
agree.
get the gotcha moment of like, oh, this is how it happened and then it but I think a lot of people like that. It's not my preference. Yeah, so you've got like the different timelines. Beth obviously like fell in love with Gabriel when she was young. That was kind of the love of her life. And then Frank was the guy that was like her steadying presence when things fell apart with Gabriel, which you'd eventually find out what happened. But then she met Frank and married Frank, had a life with Frank, had a child with Frank, lost a child with Frank. And now they're kind of going through all of the stuff that you hear in the present. And then like Gabriel, I guess there's three different timelines. There's the trial, that's the present time. There's, I don't know, like 5 years before, which was when Gabriel moved back and everything happened that led to the trial. And then there's when they were really young and they met. So you're going back and forth through these three different timelines. Um, it was beautiful. I didn't love it. I feel like you saw it right away. Like Gabriel comes back into town and you can just see the like shit show that's happening between like Beth and her husband. They're going through this really difficult time, and then Gabriel comes back into her life, and she's like, she has to make a decision between this guy that she had a very passionate relationship with in her youth and this husband that's been like the steadying force in her life. And like, you just see it all coming, and it just, it's kind of a clusterfuck,
Y-
and it makes me
Your
sad.
your tone seems like you did not really enjoy this book.
No, I guess I didn't.
Okay.
But I admire the writing. I feel like the writing was beautiful. There was some really great prose.
Okay.
And there was a lot of beauty in it. I just didn't, no, I don't like how it made me feel.
Okay.
But I can see why it's really popular. The scene where you find out like what happened to her kid was heartbreaking and that was hard. So trigger warning there. Um, but yeah, I think I've seen this theme in a lot of books where like a woman is presented with the decision of having to like follow her passion and like this person that she has this fiery attraction to versus this other person that's just like a grounding, steady, steadfast person. And
Hmm.
I'm realizing that I really dislike when they put female characters in a situation where they have to choose between those two. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like it's a lose-lose. You put a character in this situation where there's, yeah.
Also, just because you had a relationship that was super passionate and like whatever before, just because he's back in town doesn't mean he's back for you.
Well, there's definitely a chemistry still between them when he gets back.
Got it. Okay.
Just very tempting. And then she's also like obviously in a slump in her marriage and
Yeah.
yeah. But
Okay.
I I I think I get the hype. It just wasn't necessarily my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Alex,
Help
I
me, Karla.
I went full circle and I'm right back at the beginning of
Of
this podcast. I'm reading a book about cannibalism.
The Sandlot. Sorry, I had to look it up because it was really bothering me.
I haven't seen that either.
So cute. Love it. Okay,
Um,
so cannibalism, we're back.
yeah, we're back.
What
It's
is it? What's the
gross.
book? Tell me
It's
about it. I
called
think.
it's called The Lamb and it's by Lucy Rose. And it was all up in my For You pages as a book person, like that scrolls through
Yeah.
like videos and stuff. And I don't remember what kind of books it was, but it was like books that'll like creep you out. And I was like,
Hell
that's
yeah, that's me.
that's me.
Yeah.
So, um, it's through the point of view of a child that's living in a household of a cannibalistic mom. And the child is in on it, like she's being fed people.
Yeah.
But it's not just that, like there's also like other forms of abuse, like she has bruises and she's isolated by the mom on purpose, obviously, because the mom wants her to not tell anybody and for other people to not take interest in her so that they won't find out what's happening at home.
Okay.
There's obviously emotional abuse going on, and it, I'm a little bit confused about the household itself because
Okay.
so throughout the story, you're told how these people are like, strays that come along and, they get eaten. But like before they get eaten, the mom says that they have to be happy because that way they'll taste better.
Mm. Oh, do you think this is like a commentary on humans and like lambs, or isn't there like a certain kind of beef where you like take care of the cows, or like they don't touch
Yeah.
the ground so that
Yeah.
like it's
They get massaged and yeah,
yeah.
those cows lead really good lives. Um,
My lights are blinking. Did your ghost come over here? Oh, they're like super blinky.
are we being haunted?
Oh,
That is exciting.
maybe they were just short circuiting.
Oh my dog. What if this ghost or
Mm-hmm.
entity or poltergeist
Mm-hmm.
has such reach that it is able to reach not only my city, but your city
What if
through
it travels
penalties?
through like
Oh
interwebs somehow, however that works?
my God.
It has Wi-Fi.
That
It
is
uses Wi-Fi.
one techie motherfucker.
Ah.
Okay. So anywho, I'm confused about the household because like, okay, so she lures them in, um, makes them happy by like making them warm, making them cozy, giving them food, giving them tea,
Mm-hmm.
blah, 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 whatever. However, how are these people comfortable within this space when the little girl describes the house as dusty? There's mold growing
Mm.
all over. She says that there's mold in the bathtub to the point that she wants to taste it to see if it will taste the
Oh,
same as it smells. It smells of blood and entrails because they butcher these people within one of the rooms.
this is how people are happy?
I don't understand how people are able to come
I
within the
mean,
house.
well, are these people that are in worse situations before coming here? Like if you are
So
unhoused or in other situations where maybe this is a step up.
So she makes it so that cars break down like 1 or 2 miles away from her home by putting rust like nails on the road so that it punctures their tires. So and she also like takes people in that are hikers that get lost. So I don't think that these are people that are I don't think so. I think that they're just people that stumble by her house.
Interesting. I want to pat myself on the back for using what did I say? Unhoused
Oh yeah, yeah,
instead
yeah.
of
Okay.
homeless, which I think
That
is.
is apparently the right terminology. It's really difficult for me to switch that up though.
Do you think is there a PC term for strippers? Bar strippers? I know there's sex workers for prostitutes,
Yeah.
but is there a different one for strippers or
I think it's always
strippers?
been exotic dancers.
Oh, exotic dancers.
That's been around yeah, I think that's been around for a long time.
Well, see, one step forward for me and two steps back. There was a kids movie. It's like Alexander and the Very Bad, No Good, Terrible Day or something like that we watched with the kiddos. I think that was it. Yeah. And then at the very end, the parents have this big Australian themed birthday party, and they have these dancers, like Australian dancers that come, and then they realize that it's like the thunder from down under. And then the parents are running up and they're going like PG, PG, like keep it PG, you know? And
How
obviously like
can they?
the adults get it. And then Jake is like, why, what is how like why are they doing that? And I'm like, oh well, like they're strippers. They're like dancers that normally get naked. And then I was like, oh, am I teaching them the wrong term? And also, is it weird to be talking about strippers with my 11-year-old? Because that feels uncomfortable.
Um,
But it was in the movie and I had to
I'm
like
sure
address it
his
somehow.
friends know about strippers, right?
Maybe, maybe.
I don't know. When did you find out about strippers? I don't remember.
I don't know. I think I was older. I was sheltered from so many things. My little Catholic school upbringing, only child thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
yeah, I didn't have exposure to a ton of stuff. Junior high was a big shock for me coming back from Guatemala and going to junior high and going to school with boys and people talking. I was like, I don't know what that is. I don't know how that works. I don't understand so many things.
I remember that I remember that I was watching movies that were like way too scary for my age. Too like yeah, but at the same time I feel like I was also sheltered, but I don't remember about strippers.
I remember dreaming about, when I was in first or second grade, the boy from Terminator 2. There was
Who
a
is
boy,
that?
like
Okay.
her son. I don't think I would let my children watch Terminator 1 or 2 at the age of 7 or
Oh, yeah, those were
it,
pretty normal movies to watch.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like I haven't seen it in forever, but I think they were fairly violent. I remember like the scene of her on the fence like burning.
I don't remember that at all. I remember the robot cop like running really fast and I
Oh
was like,
yeah, and
ah,
his arms became
yes.
like pointy, right?
Yes, like became those things that like hooked onto the car. Yeah, I
It's
remember that.
scary. Yeah, I don't
Hmm.
think I would let my kids at that age watch it. And I go, how did my mom? Did I watch it with my mom? Did she just let me watch it? I don't know.
I don't think that
Anyhow,
people
how's your
knew.
cannibalism book? So what was
Oh,
the
right. Okay. So I'm confused about that. Like, how is it that these people are okay within this house? And then like also it seems like she like sleeps with men for money sometimes. And if that's the case, then also how are they okay with that? Like with that
Yeah.
kind of environment? And there's a guy from town who is like cheating on his wife with her and he comes over to the house and also the smell, the look, the fact that like okay, also she's apparently beautiful and like these stray people cuz she calls them strays. These strays are like into her sexually, but like when she's described, her teeth are really fucked up.
Hmm.
She seems like she's really unkempt and the
She's got
way
a banging body.
it doesn't seem like that's it either.
Oh, okay.
And then also like when she's described like as eating, like she eats like a fucking feral animal apparently.
There any kind of
I just
mysticism? Like, does she have any kind of like powers or
no, she's
control
just
over them?
I don't think so. I think I'm just confused. I don't know if it's because it's from the perspective of this child that
Yeah.
the descriptions are like so contradictory.
Huh.
Um, but yeah, like that's a problem for me because I'm not
Yeah.
sure what this house and what this mom are actually like.
Interesting. Overall, good, bad?
Overall,
Pass?
um, uh, it's gross. It's fine. It's a
Okay.
fine
It's
book. Like
fine.
it's fine. I wouldn't say that it's a literary masterpiece.
Yeah.
Um, I'm unsure if the contradictory nature of descriptions versus what's happening in the book um, is on purpose because
Yeah.
it's from a child's perspective, or if it's because it's not really thought out writing. I'm not sure. I'm like, I don't know, like 70% in or like
Okay.
60% in. Um, there's a newcomer that comes along, and I'm unsure about what her role is because as a newcomer that would have turned into a victim, she apparently is cool with cannibalism and decides to become part of this little family.
Maybe it's a survival thing.
I hate it, Alex.
Okay.
I don't like it. I guess you know what? It's not fine.
It's not fine.
It's
And
not.
you know what? It not being fine is fine.
It's
That's
actually
okay.
it's actually good. I was
Yeah.
talking to Shook and I was like, I was okay with watching the show Hannibal. So I don't know why I had such a negative reaction to that first book that I told you like just fucked me up and like I couldn't read horror for a while. I don't know why I had that reaction because like I was cool with the show Hannibal.
Well,
I don't know.
also tastes change, right? Like I feel like my tolerance for certain things has declined.
Oh yeah, that's true. Should I
Just getting
rewatch Hannibal?
old. Oh, maybe, and then see if you're like, this is not for me
Because
anymore.
I loved that show. That show was so good. It was so
I
good.
think
Not
8-year-old me loved Terminator. I don't think 42-year-old me is gonna love Terminator.
you wouldn't even watch it now.
No, I would not. I'd be
Okay.
too scared.
Okay. So maybe it's just not maybe I'm just not down anymore.
That's okay.
Okay.
I forgot to read what people have been reading, so can we close with that?
Yes, because I saw the notes and I'm really interested in one of the books.
Oh,
Tell me.
by notes, do you mean our Instagram stories? Because I haven't written them down anywhere.
Maybe.
Okay,
Maybe that's what I mean.
so flipping pages 10, whoop
Hmm.
whoop, we love you, is reading A Month in the Country by J.L. Carr and Gravity's Rainbow, which Gravity's Rainbow they were also reading last month, and we told him he needs to get us that book report on the
Oh,
Dents
okay. That's the
Down.
really like hard one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he said he's still processing and getting through that one.
Okay.
M. Heaves is reading Bourbon and Proof, and that cover looks spicy AF. So I think that was probably a very exciting read. Do you want to see it?
Wait, I thought it was actually about like I
What did you think it was about?
thought it was about like the process of making alcohol.
Well, I'm sure in some capacity it is. I see a barrel in here and a glass, but
Okay.
he's also holding his belt buckle. So, yeah.
All right.
Heck yeah. Gent on the Block is reading Everything is Tuberculosis.
That's the book.
That's the book. I've heard a lot of, I think it's definitely been making the rounds, especially with, recent outbreaks and stuff. I apologize if you hear the baby crying in the background. It's getting close to bedtime, so I think I've got to
Okay.
wrap it up soon. And then Laura on the Lark is reading, she's about to start A Spell of Good Things by Ayobami Adebayo, um, which looked really good, like sad and good. And it reminded me of The Girl with the Louding Voice. So it takes place in, I don't know if it's like Nigeria or Ethiopia,
I don't think I
somewhere
read
in
The Girl with
Africa.
the Louding Voice.
That was a book club book for us, the Literate Lushes. Shout out. It was good. And like the similarities aside from geographic location, they sound like intense,
Okay.
heartbreaking, but
Oh,
good. And like, like I remember when we read The Underground Railroad, like that was a really difficult read, but I was proud of us for reading it and for like being exposed to shitty things that happen, just to be aware of things. I feel like that's kind of where this one's going.
okay.
And then The Overbooked Ladies is reading The Woman by Kristen Hanna, which Kristen Hanna is like the goddess of amazing historical fiction. So she's written The Nightingale and The Four Winds, and those are two that I've read of hers. I forget what else, but this is her most recent book, and it's about the Vietnam War, I think, like a
Okay.
nurse maybe in the or women involved in the Vietnam War. It's supposed to be really good.
Okay.
I've been in denial about reading that one just because I'm sure it's going to be a heavy book, and I haven't brought myself to read it, but I'm sure it's great.
Okay. Um, I wanted to tell you that I want to read one of the books that you mentioned before because it sounded cute. And
Huh?
apparently, I want cute stuff right now.
I
Aside
love
from
it.
my cannibal shit, apparently I
Yeah.
want cute stuff too. And what sold me on it,
You can have both,
I can have
Karla.
both.
Yeah.
I can
So what are you
say
reading?
well, I haven't read it. I can say what Cardi B says on that song, Bodak Yellow, when she's trying to like, she wants like shoes and she doesn't have to choose.
Right, you lost me at Cardi B only because I don't follow
Okay, well,
that at all.
she says that when she's shopping, she doesn't have to choose. Same
Well,
for me.
fantastic.
I don't
Yeah.
have to choose what
No, you
genre I
don't.
read.
No, you don't,
I
Karla.
can go
Don't
every which
box
way.
don't box yourself into a genre.
So I'm when it's available, I think I'm gonna read that book about the killer plant because it seemed cute.
It's so cute.
Okay,
Which one? So there's
it's
Violet Thistlewait is not a villain anymore.
I think it's that
And
one that has the
there's
killer
the,
plant, right?
yeah. Or what was the other one?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's that one, isn't it? Because if it's not, then I put that book on hold and I'm wrong.
The Spellshop is the other one that's a very similar-ish. But I think Violet Thistlewait is the one that has the pathos plant that tries to kill her.
Okay, that's the part that sold me.
Yeah, but the spell
So
shop is also very cutesy and also has a sentient plant, but the plant is nice.
I want a killer plant.
Yeah, I think just no, that one has the animals that are people. Just so you know,
Oh
so it's a little
no.
fantasy, but it's cute. They're like cute
Oh,
neighbors.
oh.
There's no, well, she is. She's not human either.
Okay. I'll once it
Give it a
gets
try.
closer, I'll read the blurb.
Give it a try. It's cute. I think you'll enjoy it for what it is. I don't think there's any like bestiality references, that you need to worry
Okay.
about.
I just really wanted to see about this plant that has
You should
murderous
do
leaves.
it. It's so
It
cute.
seemed adorable.
Yes, it is adorbs. I think you should try it.
Okay.
Um, oh, and just a personal update, because I think I mentioned it before. I'm going to a physical therapist for my shoulder tomorrow. I'm being a big girl. I'm gonna do it.
You did it.
Yeah, I
Nice.
called the doctor and I made an appointment and I saw the doctor today. I got my referral and I'm in my appointment and I'm very proud of myself.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah,
Look at you taking care of those tendons.
look at me. Yeah. Anyhow.
Good.
Oh, I feel like we've gone pretty long already, but just some previews on what I'm reading for next time. I'm not getting through, but I finally got around to reading My Friends by Frederick Bachman, which you
Okay.
know is my like
Yeah.
love him, love him, love him, love him. So I'm about halfway through that one, and then started listening to Quicksilver, which is so spicy, and I
I it
don't know
pops
if I can
up
take it.
so much
It
on
does,
yeah.
which is why I finally decided to give it a try.
The
But I'm
cover
listening.
doesn't look very enticing.
No, it throws me off with the butterflies. There's like the hot guy and then like these purple butterflies, and I'm like,
And doesn't
it's
he
not.
have like a tear going on here?
It's probably Quicksilver, like
Am I
that's a
imagining
metal
that?
in the book that like is a big thing. But I'm enjoying it. There are just some scenes that like I was cooking dinner today and I was listening to it, and then the kids are running around. I'm like, I can't be listening to this while I'm fixing dinner. It feels
Okay.
dirty.
This is ruining my chicken.
You're checking chicken. Oh, when I'm cooking. Also, maybe that's why I was late fixing dinner.
Jesus Christ. I don't know. It doesn't seem like I don't know. The cover just throws me off.
Yeah.
You're saying it's good?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm halfway through, I think. I think it's a series. I'm not sure how long I will stick with this series.
is it a done series?
I think so.
Oh, okay, that's good. All
Yeah.
right, that's a little bit more appealing.
Yeah.
For me, I am avoiding finishing the last Dark Tower book.
Oh,
I'm
and
avoiding it. I'm
Espanol.
avoiding it. Yes, because and I'm only like I'm listening to it like maybe like 5 to 10 minutes at a time because I know what's coming and
Yeah.
I can't. I want to, but I can't. And I do this every single time. I put it
When
off.
you finish it, I want to have a spoiler,
A
not spoiler free,
spoilery.
but spoilery discussion on the ending.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Anywho, thank
Anyhow,
you for
happy reading,
listening.
everybody. Happy
Yes.
reading. All right, have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.